something away. This is always a fantastic conference. Already, just this morning, I love the chrysalis metaphor, but I love the stories we've heard how the internal practitioners have wrapped Human Synergistics around their internal programs and used it as a tool to support the embedding of the change they're creating. So yeah, it's been fantastic so far.
This is actually my third one. I've come back 3 years in a row. I really love the simplicity of some of the frameworks that people are using to keep the work sustainable. I think that's super helpful.
One thing we take for us is that we've done a lot on the tools and we've done a lot to shift our ways of working, but we could go back and do a little bit around the why and also the retesting. So how are people going now and what's the difference?
So much of the importance of just good leadership and what that actually means, and actually trying to build a definition around that and being able to empower those leaders to make those decisions. Things around like the S+T=R and the decision tree and just so many of these tools that I think so many of our leaders just either forget or just are oblivious to. There's just so much power with all of it. So it's just about how do you leverage that and how do you make an impact.
It's actually interesting hearing about it from a kind of company point of view. So I myself am not from a HR background, but I do have a person that reports to me. So just taking away from one or two stories, the insights, the background of all these so far women who've spoken to us, it's been really interesting.
I think probably one of the key takeaways for me has just been also around the constant cultural transformation, and just I think that acknowledgement that can do a lot of work to go from good to great, but just also understanding that it is a journey and it's a constant process.
You're right, the journey never stops actually.
It never stops.
Oh, look, it's always excellent to hear other people's stories. It's incredibly inspiring and validating. And I really love the metaphor from the DJ's crew about, moving from caterpillar to butterfly. I think chrysalis is a word that hasn't been in my narrative, my vocab much, but I can see it will make a big appearance from here on in.
Key insight is the quote about from good to great, which we should all strive for. I think it was quite powerful, and it's quite good to keep in mind for all future works.
I guess it resonated in regards to we're busy going through a large culture transformation program, and I guess resonated with us in regards to the journey that we've got to go.
I love coming to these. I make an effort to try to come every year, and it's just wonderful to hear the stories and hear how people and organisations have used the instruments and the results that they've got. So it's always fascinating to hear it.
It's been quite interesting. We're in a bit of a leadership transformation, so it's good to see that we all have the same struggles and challenges, and we're all not reached our end goal yet. So it's just an ongoing journey.
I think one of the big takeaways that I had was like the leadership at the top kind of having one simple goal for the organisation to work towards, instead of changing the goalposts that can happen.
Keeping it simple, all of the different leadership approaches they're taking in a cost-effective way. I'm certainly going to take some of that back and apply that where I am.
I think the connection between culture and performance. So I think a lot of businesses are in really difficult, financial times, but focusing on how culture can help you achieve those performance metrics and goals. It's been a really good reminder of, sticking to that journey, even when things are difficult.